What's up, Brave Squad? So it's good to see you guys again. Um, I just wanted to do a quick update and just let you guys in on some absolute truth. A lot of what I'm seeing today due to this pandemic, a lot of people that are dying in the hospitals at the hands of nurses and doctors who have absolutely no clue of what they're doing. There are select couple of doctors across the U.S. that have come clean, calling it what it is. And I was able to treat my husband completely naturally, with the exception of two injections that were to open up his lungs. And pretty much since that time, now he's doing great. He's healed up, and the family's back to normal again. And now we're just waiting on a little green slip that he can return to work. And it's all gravy. And then another couple of things that I want to discuss also before I disengage the vlog is that I am good friends with a lady in Texas who's a minister over there. And they were trying to scrutinize her for not wearing her mask without the realization that she's asthmatic. So she very professionally, very politely said, and I quote, "No, I do not, sir. I am exempt." And when you say that in such a way, it gives them little to no room to argue with you or to run that potential for those of you who are unaware. Here in Las Vegas, Nevada, Clark County, and actually all through Nevada, as far as up in Carson City, Reno, Nye, and Washoe, it's been mandated by Sisolak now that you are required to wear a mask, and if you're asthmatic, you are exempt. And you just show your proof. Well, I don't think that's necessary to divulge so much information because there's laws like HIPAA and things like that that kind of help protect you from that very predicament. And so I locally decided to put a couple things to a test. I just went to a Circle K down the street from where I live, and I walked up in that store maskless. Nobody told me anything. However, I will also say that I had a couple of young people looking at me like as if they had seen a ghost. And I just gotta make the comment that I have asthma myself, so it would exempt me as well. But nonetheless, that doesn't take away the scrutiny and the wrongdoing that the community is doing upon people who are asthmatic. It really boils down to your civil rights being massively violated, the Constitution being violated and broken. Remind me again why we need to celebrate this country. For crying out loud, these lands were stolen from Native American people. The pilgrimage, don't even start with me. Historically, I can go for hours. But it was stolen from the Native American people. And then eventually, it would lead on and go on to this point that they are literally denounced as people, as human beings, as you and I. And culturally, they denounce their culture. And let me tell you something. Sayoks, the Apaches, the Bigfoot. I'm not talking about the hairy beast. Don't get it twisted. I'm talking about Bigfoot Native American people. Oh, God, they are just some of the most beautiful and handsome people you will ever meet. In the Paiute natives, and good Lord, the list goes on. The Apaches and the Cheyennes, and gosh, man, it just really carries on. The Blackfoot, I think, is another one. But you know what? These people are so handsome and so beautiful and so kind, and they just have this beautiful culture that this country really made it a point to denounce these people. And I'm not okay with that. I'm an American citizen. I was born in these lands. That doesn't give me or my founding brothers and sisters the right to do that. But you know what? Oops. But you know what? It boils down to honoring our brothers and sisters. It doesn't matter the color of your flesh. It doesn't matter the color of your flesh. We all have the same kind of hearts. We all bleed the same kind of blood. We all have the same kind of internal organs. None of us are different unless you are a lizard person, like these politicians that run this country. With that being said, I don't feel like I can honestly celebrate today simply for the fact that this country, for what it was founded, it's just so atrocious. You know, we stole these lands from the Native American people. These people made it a point to fully discredit and discern this beautiful, historical, enriched culture. And these people on their reservations, come on. And that's not the only thing. Child Protective Services is taking children away from healthy parents, but nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about the fact that CPS is taking children away from parents if one parent is found positive with COVID. That's not normal. It's not okay. There's nothing wrong with being sick. They need to stop. They need to be exposed. Child Protective Services is notorious for trafficking. This is what people do not want to talk about. You know, we have civil rights that are being taken from underneath our noses, but then yet nobody wants to talk about that. And don't even get me started on the First and Second Amendment rights. The Constitution, our founding brothers and sisters, etc. But you know what? I gotta let y'all go. I'm just gonna make one thing clear. I respect all, the military, because they're out there giving their lives for the place where we live. But I don't support corruption. I do not support deceit and the lies. But for those brothers and sisters who are war vets who've been thrown on the street, I have more respect for you than any of those ones who live on the base and who are being treated like they're golden. If we were half the country we're proclaiming to be, why do we have homeless war veterans out on all corners of the street? Don't talk to me about 4th of July if you're not ready to hear it for what it really is. That's why I feel like I can't celebrate today. Because we're celebrating lies. And don't even get me started with the public school indoctrination centers. I can go for hours, you guys. Literally hours. See, and the issue is, once you've been awoken and you're a 99%er, and it's like it sticks with you until you die. And please believe you got to start making a difference in your mom's, dad's, brothers, sisters, boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives' lives first before you can make a difference in this world. And it really starts from the inception and it goes from there. But it's so beautiful to be able to, get out there and be a part of that difference, to be a change in the world. It's a privilege and it's a blessing, and it's also a really tough job. And you're going to run into a couple people who are like, you're just so wrong for saying the stuff that you do. That's just what it is. But anyways, you guys, thank you guys so much for your time. We all have freedom of speech and opinion, and I really hope and believe, that you guys will understand both sides. And honestly, I was really upset by today to see how many people are out there doing fireworks. But then, we got this young Hispanic lady who got murdered. And then we got a racist lieutenant who's saying that she deserved it. Oh my God, it makes my blood boil. And then the more I dig in, I'm finding out that she was killed with a hammer. They hammered her face in. And then the other bloody piece of trash that was involved helped chop up her body, put her in suitcases, and put her body in various different parts. So don't get surprised. Don't be offended. It's just the reality that we are being presented with. I don't think that it's right that we have homeless, war vets. I don't think it's right that they have PTSD and nothing's being done for them. But then yet America's being held the go-to place. What the hell? Think about what you are doing before you go out and teach this to your families. Seriously. Anyways, goodbye.